Welcome back to Mia Mayhem and Learns to Fly, book number 2 by Kara West and illustrated by Lisa Hernandez. Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 are the chapters that we're going to be looking at today. Chaos in Compass. Penn and I walked out to the compass in awkward silence. As I struggled to get Chaos into her carrier, I had a bad feeling this mission was doomed for failure, because here's the thing. A pack of rowdy animals isn't easy to control, especially when they're super cute. "Hey, Mia, you're wasting your time," Penn yelled as I sped past him. "But we need to get all the dogs to line up," I cried. With Chaos's carrier still in my other hand, I rushed over to Pax, who was getting a tummy rub. "There are just way too many distractions," Penn said. I looked around the lobby. He was right. Rounding up these curious pups with all these superheroes walking around was going to be difficult. "Watch and learn," Penn declared. Then he took a deep breath and put his thumb and pointer finger up against his lips. Whee! A loud, high-pitched whistle echoed through the halls as a bright blue shiny dome covered the lobby. All the animals immediately sat straight up. "Now that is how you get an animal's attention," Penn said matter-of-factly, "by controlling the sound waves they hear." I quietly watched Chaos and the dogs calmly follow Penn's voice. He may not be the easiest person to work with, but he definitely knew his stuff. And there they are. There's all the dogs listening. "Nice job, Penn," I said. "Since the dogs always follow Chaos," remember Chaos the kitty, "I'll take the lead. You should watch from the back." "No, I should go first," Penn argued. "You follow us." Penn and I argued back and forth until the front door suddenly slid open and Chaos jumped out again and dashed out the building. And just like earlier, all the dogs ran after her. This time, Penn and I both froze in shock. Oh boy, Chaos was going to be a leader whether we liked it or not. They both don't look too happy there. They should learn to work together. Chapter 6. The team gets bigger. By the time we ran outside, the dogs and Chaos were long gone. I paced back and forth in panic when I heard the same noise from earlier. Thump, thump, thump. Oh no, someone was here and the pit's door had disappeared. I quickly hid under my cape, wishing everything would just freeze. And then everything did freeze. Whoa! I knew I could pause things with my hands, but this was the first time it worked for me just thinking about it. I know we're in a hurry, but since things are on hold, let's back up for a second. Remember how I said Pax's owner was my best friend? Well, ta-da! Here he is! Please allow me to introduce you to Edison Stein, or Eddie for short. There's Eddie, paused. I don't know what he's doing here, but I should probably unfreeze him and Penn now. I moved my cape and thankfully everything unfroze. I really have to figure out how I did that later. I'm looking for my dog, Eddie stuttered nervously. "Eddie, it's okay," I said calmly. "You're right. Pax was here." All the color drained from Eddie's face. "Who are you? How do you know me and my dog?" he asked. I took a second to think carefully. He doesn't recognize her? Other than my parents, Eddie was the only other person who knew my super secret, but he had never seen me in my super suit before. "Eddie, please don't freak out, but it's me, Mia. Or right now, I guess I'm Mia Mayhem." Eddie continued to back away. "Oh, come on. It really is me. I can prove it." Then I grabbed his hand and gave him our secret handshake. Thankfully, that made Eddie break into a smile. "Mia, it is you. Your suit is so super cool," he cried. There's their secret handshake going on. Any of you have secret handshakes with someone? "Oh, Eddie," I exclaimed exhaustedly. "Today has been a disaster, and we just lost a bunch of rowdy dogs, including Pax." Well, good thing I know exactly where Pax is, Eddie cried, holding up a tracker that he built. Eddie was really smart and always liked tinkering with things. That's pretty nifty. Perfect, I cried happily. Since Pax loves other dogs, once we find him, we'll find them all, Penn piped in excitedly. Eddie looked over his shoulder in shock. He'd been so caught off guard by me that he hadn't noticed there was another superhero right next to him. Very pleased to meet you, Eddie. My name is Penn Powers, Penn said as they shook hands. Now let's go save those pups. They take off. There's the tracker. And that will be in time for Chapter 7. Remember, if you like Mia Mayhem, you'll want to read her other books. They'll be books in a series.